next week. There's no Tuesday, no Thursday stream this week. Obviously, I'm not streaming on Wednesdays at the moment. So there's this, and then there's Project Zomboid on Friday. That's it. That's it for the rest of the month, these 2 streams. But yeah, for anybody that missed it, last week when I was playing, we got a half-decent raid again. I realize I'm now getting a raid. Oh, what the fuck, voice? I'm getting a raid probably almost every week in some sense. Either a caravan getting attacked or something attacking. And now that I've got the 2 bases, I'm getting like weather events and stuff at both. I also, just on the weekend, just briefly, I'll just pause for a second. I remembered that I keep forgetting to enable one thing on this. So I did load in and I did save to make a couple of them make eyes. So a couple of these benches make eyes. That's all I've done. There was no playtime, nothing. I do need somebody to repair this if I could get somebody down here to do that. I could find somebody that's got a, well, 7 construction's not bad. Engay's working on it. Good. I need to make sure that they repair that and not destroy it or have a tantrum or something, because while it's open, that's very likely something that could happen. But yeah, we had like a lot happen last week with RimWorld. I'll just kind of hover around here till I see Engay work on it, because like my chimpanzee's not on this map. That's the other one. We had a cold snap at Minwick. We made an underground scanner over there so we could start finding some metals and shit, which is good. So we don't have to send as many like pods and stuff. I'm apparently having an insulting spree, so that's something I'm doing at the moment. RIP whoever I'm going for, I guess. What else we have? We had, my caravan left for Dryden. It should be nearly home, I think. It went from Minwick to here. Yeah, it's just down here. It's not very far away. My caravan that I'm trying to send from Dryden to Minwick, I keep having to cancel the fucking thing, so I want to get that set up too. I do want to keep an eye on this, so at least for a little bit. I also need to make sure that somebody is in here cremating too. McJolly, can I get you on the Skizzer is cremating? Yeah, can you work on that? Because I know Skizzer and you have both got like a death wish, so if you 2 go off, you won't get medical care. Could just work on that, but I guess, what is this? I thought that this squirrel was going for that, but I guess it's going for our delicious food. And if we've got squirrels here, then we need to be hunting that. Unless somebody was hunting that, because what the hell? Mallas, body purists, too bad, love. We had to put stuff in you because you didn't have like an eye and shit, so you got what you got. We're also going to put a leg in you too. So speaking of, I know I've got legs laying around. I need a prosthetic leg. I think it was the right leg. Yeah, okay. Let's just save that. I have a lot of people in hospital at the moment too, so I should realistically do a quick clean in there. I'll come back down. I haven't seen Engay down here just yet. The hospital's not too bad. Where are you going? You're hauling Panther to stockpile. That's fine. When you're done with that, can you clean that? And Bennett's, I don't know where you're going, but can you clean this barracks? And can you clean this one? Just, you won't do cleaning. That's fine. Naomi should be able to. If I could get you to just clean the hospital, that'll increase our chances of the people actually being okay. But keep an eye on this. That's a happily run, still pretty side. Whoop, somebody's hunting the squirrel. Snuggling above full plush, smiling, gives feather. No, thank you, Viking. Give you some pats. Give you and the plushes some pats. What else we have happened last week? We had to make the new caravan because I didn't actually pack any stuff in it, and then it ended up sitting here, and well, we had a mech battle, so that caravan is currently disbanded. I also had to kill a couple horses and shit because my animals wouldn't like remove from the location, which was really frustrating. I couldn't get them to like release because it wasn't actually a caravan spot. So my animals were just stuck out here with like barely any access to food and stuff like that, and they're injured, and my people just wouldn't bring them in to heal them and shit. So I just decided to work on them out there. Now, I don't know if they've fixed the fence. I think that they have. Maybe that's not. Chafinch is having a days. Is this a path out for you guys? It might be. If Fuentes can get through this corner. Mind you, with the door there, that shouldn't count like that. I wouldn't imagine. Where's the pen marker? Let's just go quickly check. No, it's sealed. It's currently sealed. Okay, so they have got it sealed back up. That's fine. I just got to keep my animals away from getting into like these pen areas like they did here, clearly. I don't know who allowed these ones in here. But that's not going to help our food supply. Kango's having a daze. We've also got a heat wave going on here. Yeah, you're going to take some of the animals out here. This small amount of animals isn't going to get rid of this amount of rice, but I don't want them to leave shit in the door. I kind of wish that they wouldn't do that. I don't know why they drop it in the doorway to begin with, but somebody always does. Let me go back down and keep an eye on that. Ah, it's been fixed. Cool. Alright, let's find somebody that can do some level of construction. You'd think Val would be able to. Chalky can't. I don't imagine anybody down here will be able to. And Finch is one having the mental break. What about Doug? Doug's got a 7 on construction. Mate, can you make that? Pigeon's having a daze. Yeah, the heat wave's not helping them. Everybody's sore from battle. Tired. The place is dirty. Emmy, can I get you to clean the workshop? Colonist needs rescue. Well, yes. Grasshopper, I don't know why you're out of bed. Why are you out of bed? Food poisoning. I wish I could make noses. I know that's probably a mod, but I'm not getting it. I'm just saying, like, I wish that that was, like, one of the few things that you could make. That Run Wild, I am pretty sure we still can't fix that issue. So, is it Run Wild or is it when they leave? Nah, it says Wild Men. No, fuck that. Hopefully that's not too far back. We still can't get the people that run wild to retame. It is a glitch that I have in my game. So we just don't fuck with it anymore. Like, there's a fair chance that by now it could have been resolved, but I'm not wasting the amount of progress time to test it and check. If I have one that does it, and I can, like, test it elsewhere, maybe. Now, up here, it doesn't have anything in the door, so who did the thing? Was it an animal? Maybe. It was very quick what happened with this. I reckon it was a matter of somebody harvested that rice there. Can I get you to pull the rice out of that corner there? Because I reckon if that one's in the way, it's probably what blocks the door. Alright, she's got like the couple of them. Cool. That should be okay. I just gotta find a couple of people that want to clean the hospital. So we can actually have like a cleanish hospital. And then I'll have to check on the geothermal getting worked on. Not Rourke, not Mola. A lot of people around here have got like mental breaks of various kinds, or they're tending to the various animals and shit. So a lot of these people can't do what I need them to do right now. I want you to rest. I want you to clean. If you can't clean, I'll get this guy too. There you go, clean. Okay, Engay is working on this. What I want is as soon as you're done, when you're done, can I get you to work on that afterwards? There we go. Okay, cool. We don't have to resave that. That'd be good. Alright, what else happened? We had like the raid of the 39 mechs. Jackal, Don, and some thrombos died. So I did lose some thrombos. It's a bit of a shame. And obviously Jackal and Don died, which isn't ideal. Especially since Jackal tends to have the EMP blaster. So now I've got to find somebody that can do shooting. I have such a limited number of people that can do shooting. And I need to find one that might be worth maybe myself. What else do you do? What kind of shooting do you do? You're in a mental state. You do shooting of 0. I don't know why you're on that list. Kent's having a daze because raw food. We're working on it, mate. And just see if I can find somebody around here. Because a lot of my people do melee, unfortunately. And I've got to find somebody that's not too high. You might be okay at shooting with the EMP blast, but I would like somebody that can actually shoot. What about the other Engo? 7, you're a melee of 12 though. I just want to find somebody that's good at shooting but not great. A 5's not that bad. I don't know about you. You might maybe go nuts every so often. I mean, you don't have a weapon, so I'm pretty sure the EMP blast is still out here. There it is. You can take jackals. Butts is taking it. No. How about you equip that? You can be the new one. I'm not doing that great, so lurking, but I'm here. Well, that's not great to hear, but it's nice to catch your shadow. Hopefully the rest of your day goes a bit better. You get to like chill out and stuff. But I'm here. I'm here to listen too, so it's not the worst day you could be having. I know that that's very very full of me there, but yeah, no. You'll be okay. You'll be alright. What are you setting on fire, mate? You're setting it all out here on fire. Oh, it's crazy to get you 2 weeks in a row though, Shadow. It is nice. Especially since this week I only have 2 streams. Like, I literally have 2 streams for the whole rest of the month, just as a heads up to people. I have today and I have Friday, and then there's no more for the rest of August. There's a couple of days this week where I've got to be awake during the day, and then there's next week I'm doing the rigging and the resting week again, so that's going to be a big one. Also, I don't know if I mentioned it, but my heater died last week. That was great. I think it was literally during stream Friday. I remember turning around after stream finished, and one of the bars on my bar heater clearly had like a crack in it. And then by the time I was finished editing, it yeah, that bar was no longer working. So it's done ski, it doesn't work. So we had to get a new heater, which is not ideal, because especially since like they're not cheap, but they're also like, you know, none of the ones out there at the moment are what I want. All the bar heaters don't have fans built into them anymore for some reason, and they're a lot smaller than the one that I had. So we ended up having to get this like radiator looking thing, which I've never had one of those before. Don't really know what it's like. It works okay, it radiates the room, but the cats have had a severe beef with it because they don't understand that it's gently radiating heat. Whereas the previous one, they could see that it was on and they could lay in front of it and toast their beans and they were fine. So Phoenix has been like super ultra clingy with that. He literally doesn't understand that it's on, and he's kind of cranky about it. But yeah, we finally got him to understand today that it was in fact running. And the problem is we've also had to try to keep the cats from trying to sniff it, because obviously it's hot and they don't understand that it's a hot device, and cats like to rub up against stuff. So we've been on them about that all weekend too. So yeah. Mate, are you setting all of our guns on fire? What a dick. He's just like decreasing the value of various guns. Tackles, can you come down here? Go put that out. Alright, I'll have to remember that Takuma is the one with the extra gun, because we don't have Jackal anymore. We have a Jackal, but it's not the Jackal. It's not the one that can do shooting. Everybody here is like very lightly pissed off. I do hope that they get themselves some recreation time. Like, what's your primary beef? It's hot, ate raw food, colonist died. Yeah, I can't do anything about people dying. Slept in heat, friend Don died. Okay, well that's giving you a bit of an extra shitty buff. Can I get somebody that's not having recreation, like Ender, mate? Can I get you in here? just to clean the shit out of the room. And you too. I don't know if that doubles it up or if it stops them, but if I could just get, like, him to just clean the shit out of this. Between the two of them, they should clean it. And then they'll make it a nice room. Then they'll like that room and stuff. All the fucking winter, goddammit. Yeah, well, that's how shit works for me, unfortunately. I'm just grateful that it's not the heater, like the water heater this time. Because, you know, usually in winter, that's the thing that breaks. And I normally just have, like, ice-cold winter showers. That's how that works. We replaced that a couple of years ago. Ginseng where? In the middle of the kitchen. Probably not your best choice there, mate. I could sappy him, but I'm just not going to. Just not yet. We'll see how this goes. But yeah, hopefully the new one is warm. We got one that hopefully should... Don't shoot, guys. We got one that we hope is going to keep us warm. Because, like, we moved the heater between rooms. Because we only have one, right? So we're hoping that it's going to be warm enough for in here and warm enough for, like, our kind of lounge room, which is, like, a huge open space because it's also a kitchen and dining room area as well. So we're hoping that it's going to work for that kind of stuff, you know, and it's not just going to be like not push it out. We also thought it came with a fan, and the one that we wanted also wasn't available. So we had, as always, we had to get like a different one we didn't want initially. But where's the pen on closed? Here. No, we know that. We must have made the pen marker finally. Leave them alone. Keep them. Hold on. Who's having the break? But yeah, anyway, we found out that the, what do you call it? The fan on it isn't the kind of, like fan attached to it. It's not like using the heat. It's its own electric fan, which we didn't want because here in Australia, the little like electric fan force things, usually they short circuit and like spark and shit. So we don't buy them. And this thing comes with one attached. But we kind of thought initially that it was going to be, yeah, we kind of thought it was going to just pump the hot air it was already making around, but that's not what it's going to do. It's going to have its own dedicated electric fan. So unless for any specific reason, like for instance, trying to help the cats understand that that is actually a heater, apart from those kind of situations, we don't want to turn that fan on. Just because like every other one that exists that we've ever had or seen sparks inside of it. It's like, fuck that shit. That's just like waiting to catch fire. We might be able to move this one. I think that one should be able to cover it. Yeah, where was the new steel? It's not that... Here. Okay. Well, let's chuck that on the outside there. Salting spree, Lincoln. I'm not sure why you guys are so pissed off. I'm working on the walls. We're almost there. Okay, if they've got most of that done, I can allow them to do all of these rooms now. Try not to grab the... Try not to grab the inner area here because I have a few of these marked off with reason because my people don't really quite understand how to build sometimes. Like, I need you to break down... Well, I don't need that one broken down anymore. I don't know why that was marked. They must have been able to get it from behind. But this will open up. They'll allow me to do those two. This one... We can do these three now. It should be fine to do those. This is the only problem with building up like a very large space. Like, I love building in RimWorld. It's been so long since I got to do building. Just because of like how my game is and what I'm doing and stuff. But my people are dumber than like 2 sticks some days. Like the shit that they do. Like, I have a pocket in there. I'd like to get access into there eventually, but I'll mine this around outside eventually. I also would like this room to be as cold as possible. I know it's like -3 in here, but I want this to almost be like frostbite territory, because if we have a power outage thing, if we have like a I think it's a solar flare. If a solar flare happens, we won't have like all this meat that I'm stockpiling. I'm trying to keep with the view of like having food and stuff. Like stone meat, this is not the place to read, but I get it. I probably don't have something set up for that yet. I also have my hospital set up. I'll just get rid of these two. This is supposed to be, what do you call it? This is our prison. I've got to put an air conditioner on the outside of that for climate control purposes, but I should be able to move my masterwork beds into here. And they'll allow us two hospital beds per room, which can temporarily like front as a hospital for the moment, which could be really useful. Got underground plasteel, is that here? No, it's here, okay. I'm pretty sure I already have the majority of, maybe not all these. Some of these could move. I was going to say, I'm pretty sure I have the majority of everything like in place. Moment, that can't be, that could be that spot, I guess. Yeah, there's the plasteel there. All right, well, we'll move one over. They'll get that whole radius. Pretty sure I've got most of this. Let's see. Labia's having a daze. Friend Don died. Everybody was friends of Don, okay? Everybody's shitty about Don dying. Odd mate, after you go for a rest, can I get you in here to like clean the barn? Because it's pretty bad. I also need some people to be bringing the animals in too. I also don't currently have enough power on this grid for what I'm doing. So that's not great. Let's get all my animals set out. There was more stuff that happened last week, by the way, with the game, but like, yeah, there's so much to do. Like, I have to try to make a new caravan up soon, ideally, because I do want another caravan to go out. What was that? Jockey Slaughter is fully healed. Good. Great, mate. Right, who else are we doing what with? Hospital beds. Moving those just real quick. I don't know if I want to put books out there yet, but I don't want them having, like, I don't really want them doing their hospital stuff, reading stuff in here. I think I've got, did I find all the hospital beds? Do I? Oh, there's the third one. Have they been destroying them? Because I've sent more than 3. I know I sent more than 3. I sent like a bunch of masterworks and legendaries, and mind you, a couple of them are destroyed-ish, unless they're still outside. I don't see them. I see metal and I see wool and stuff. Like the metal's not gonna disintegrate. The wood is doing it. Tade here, really? Is anybody around you? Regal, Sam, and Barb. I mean, Sam can do it. Sam can take you down. I don't know who you're going to try to kill. If you're going for Lincoln, that's a choice, mate. That's not the choice of life, I'll tell you that much. But we'll get this all built in. And then there's a couple of people that are out, like undergrounders I've got here because they're miners. And unfortunately, they're all outside at the moment because I don't have adequate like enclosed bedrooms and shit. Can you guys go help too? Because they're obviously going to get away from Regal. I wanted Vaughn to help with that, but Vaughn's just like, nah, I'm not about this fight. Fucking Vaughn. Alright, well, Abba will get it done, probably. And we'll come over here and, like, smack him around a bit. Even Lincoln's coming for this. Why are you coming for the fight? Okay. I guess Lincoln just wants to insult him. Alright, rescue Tade. Okay, the other thing too is if we've got these installed, which we don't, Nina, can I get you to move these beds in place? Because after you've done that, we'll actually have a couple of little hospitals here. I also need lights and shit. Feather to Shadow, working Tahabli. No. Yeah, Shadow probably needs a feather today, by the sounds of it. We'll get a light in here too. I don't have electricity though, to be fair. I will soon. they want to make these. I can connect a little power thing. Oh. Let's bring some power down into here. I'm going to go with hidden conduits. I know it costs more. Maybe I'll just go with obvious ones inside the hospital. And see how we go with that. Well, this is a prison. I keep calling it a hospital, but I mean, I've only got like 3 prisoners here. By the way, we had, how many people we have died last week? We had 2 people die, but we recruited, I think we recruited 1 person and we took another person prisoner. So we only went backwards by like 1 person in total, which is wild. It's like that in my colony. It's just like, oh yeah. Let's put a hidden one in the doorways. And the reason why I want like air conditioning in here is I do want it to vent through. Giesen's having a heart attack. You're a person, aren't you? Yeah. Don't I have a, I believe I have hearts laying around, I think. I know I got a lot of arms and legs because we made a lot of arms and legs spare, but just real quick. Prosthetic leg, yeah, we got a heart. We got a prosthetic heart you can take. Okay. Well, first things first. I'm not sure where you're going. You can go rest in here because you look like you're going to your bedroom to rest, and just because you're having a heart attack, no. You get to go in here. Juka is tending to Lola. Tadashi, mate, can I get you in here cleaning the hospital again? You're doing me a solid today, mate. You really are. Medical emergency, Giesen. I'm trying to get you to hospital. Tade died? What did you guys do? Hold on. What happened to Tade? Was he too close to death when you guys beat him up? Let's take a quick look at that. I don't know if it was that one or this one. We'll go back to that one. Probably not that far back. Unless it's really far back, then I'll load up the other one. It should be about where I was starting to beat him up. Hopefully. Oh, man. I knew I was going to have a lot happening with this, and it would be really nice if Phoebe Chillax would kind of maybe not do the thing where, you know when they have the option to send raids and shit like that. It would be really nice if she didn't send a raid at the moment. Giesen currently doesn't have a heart attack, so that's fine. But Tade, you guys go hit Tade. So what was happening with him? Why does he already have low health? Got a brain burn scar, and has collapsed due to extreme exhaustion. Okay, he's fine. He's mostly fine. Von's involved with this time. We're actually attacking him a lot further away. Speaking of, where was Nina? Because Nina was gonna install me these. Can actually, who's closer in here that could do that for me? Armadillo should be able to do this for me. Can you walk one of these up? And Williams, if you could walk one of these up too, that'd be really great. Okay, I'll come back to that in a hot second. And the reason why I want to do that is I'd like to have a hospital bed, a proper hospital bed in a room closer by. Okay. What's your health? 19 hours. We should be able to work with that. Oh, no, don't you load game. Save that. Okay, so 19 hours should be enough. Can you rescue him for the moment? Just with the view that I know that you're not going to take him where I want you to. But if Williams is fast enough, I can stop you in your tracks and I can get you to 10 there, because that is just very, very slightly closer than where the current hospital is. So that'd be great. And Nina is here, so she can install the 3rd bed while she's at it. I'll just keep an eye out because Sam's not that fast. That might have been what happened. Might have been why he died. But he's slow enough that should